Hi everybody, welcome back to TEW2020. This is a method to the madness, our 1992 World Wrestling Federation save, and it's time for the Royal Rumble. And we kick off with just an opening hype video, just some of the guys that are going to be involved in the Royal Rumble match itself. You can see them on screen, I won't go through them all, but yeah, rating of 80 for this opening hype video. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan open the show as the commentary team. They welcome you all to the Royal Rumble, which is being held, by the way, in front of 56,936 people at the New York Yankee Stadium. Rating of 69. In-ring action, the debut of Crush as a singles competitor, I guess, because he was with Demolition. He's taking on Skinner, and it's a rating of 50. Crush gets the win in 9 minutes 38 by pinfall with a chokeslam. Yet didn't expect too much more from this. Bret Hart in a Intercontinental title defense against the Mountie. These two are cutting their promos, and they're separate promos, but I do combine them into sort of one angle. And it's a rating of 63. And the match itself, 68. And the Mountie beats Bret Hart in 13 minutes 37 by pinfall after Jimmy Hart interfered. The Mountie wins the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental title. Rating of 68. Texas Tornado and the Warlord cut promos ahead of their match, getting a 57. It's not looking great so far, is it, guys? And the match itself gets a 60. Decent match. Decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. And the Warlord gets the win in 12 minutes 26 by submission with a full Nelson. And then a 69 rating for the Legion of Doom promo as they prepare to defend their tag team championships against the Orient Express. And the match gets a 59. But it's the Legion of Doom that come out on top in 11 minutes 45 when Animal pinned Kato with a Doomsday device. Defense number 8 of the Tag Team Championships. A 63 rating for some Royal Rumble promos. So the Big Boss Man, Earthquake Typhoon, Papa Shango and Hacksaw Jim Duggan are telling you why they are going to win the Royal Rumble. Rating of 63. Gene Oakland then interviews The Undertaker ahead of his grudge match against Hulk Hogan. Overall rating of 68. Could have been better. I'm a bit disappointed with that one. The match gets to 79. Yeah, it's starting to pull it back a little bit then. But it had fantastic heat and good wrestling. Hulk Hogan gets the win in 15 minutes 05 by pinfall with a big leg drop. I always intended for Hogan to win this, but I did test the waters and see if Hogan would allow The Undertaker to do it. And he wouldn't. And then we have, of course, Hogan must pose post-match. 69. See, again, why is that only getting a 69? What did I rate him on? It doesn't say. It doesn't say what I rated him on. I'm sure it's star quality, and his star quality is through the roof. Even if it was overness, it's through the roof. Oh well. Some more Royal Rumble promos, this time from Ric Flair, Rick Martel, Tatanka, Rowdy Roddy Piper, and Shawn Michaels. This one gets a rating of 76. And then, the Royal Rumble itself. I'm going to take you through the final 8, which is Ric Flair, Randy Savage, Bam Bam Bigelow, Jim Duggan, Rick Martel, Sid Justice, Ted DiBiase, and the British Bulldog. Well, I'm not going to go through everything in tiny detail, but the first to go from here is Rick Martel. Doesn't really matter who eliminated him. Then the second to go is Jim Duggan. So we are down to 6. The British Bulldog is next. And then, before we get down to the final 4, it's Ted DiBiase that is eliminated. So we've got the final 4. Bam Bam Bigelow thinks he's got a really good chance, but he's eliminated. So we've got 3 left. Ric Flair, Randy Savage, Sid Justice. Which way is it going to go? Randy Savage decides to try and eliminate Sid Justice, and they are grappling on the ring, on the ropes. Ric Flair's kind of taking a breather, as he has done throughout the whole match, really. He's done really well to come from, he drew number 3, and he has lasted an extremely long time. And right at the very end, he sees them grappling on the ropes, and he thinks, I can eliminate both of these guys here. So he approaches them, he kind of, as he's sort of lurching into them, Sid Justice and Randy Savage both pull down on the ropes, and Ric Flair tumbles over the top, hits the ground. He is eliminated. Then we are down to the final two, Randy Savage and Sid Justice. They are still grappling. They are still grappling on those ropes. Ric Flair decides to do exactly what they've just done to him, and he pulls down on the ropes. Randy Savage and Sid Justice both tumble over the top at the same time. Sid Justice manages to hang on, and Randy Savage hits the floor.
And new World Wrestling Federation Champion,
Sid Justice. Okay, so we did have it all sort of written here who the final four were. We had Ric Flair managed to record most eliminations and the longest survival time. Sid Justice won the match. Rating of 76. Post-match, Randy Savage, obviously absolutely distraught, gets in the ring. He grabs the belt. He gets in the ring. He hands Sid the belt. And they both sort of smile at each other. And Randy Savage puts out his hand. But Sid Justice, well, rating of 69 that was. And then Sid Justice lays him to the floor. He just lays Savage out. He obviously didn't like the fact that Savage tried to eliminate him earlier, so he decides to take it out on Savage, despite the fact that he still won. But he hits Randy Savage with the belt, lays him out on the floor. Rating of 69. Sid Justice is now a heel. 76. Do you know what? That's actually more than I thought, because we had a lot of late 50s and 60s there. Yeah, that's actually better than I thought. I think the Royal Rumble was always a difficult one, because the main event being the Royal Rumble, and the Royal Rumbles don't usually have great ratings. I mean, what did we get in the end for our 76? I mean, that's not bad for a Royal Rumble, really, because you've got a good big mixture of different, you've got some unimportant guys in there. I mean, I think we had Jim Powers in there. You've certainly got recognisable. So, yeah, I'm actually pleased with 76. We still lost popularity in 10 regions, but that's not too bad. So we are into a new month. We are now in February. Let's check out our emails. Well, there's loads here. I'm not going to go through them all, because most of them are just, Greg the Hammer Valentine has left. The Warlord, weight loss. I asked him to go down a little bit, because I think he was big heavyweight. And I just wondered if, by bringing him down slightly, his star quality may have, 65. I can't remember what it was before. I'm not going to look now. I've got too many emails to go through. Viewing figures for challenge. Jimmy Snooker, Owen Hart doesn't connect with the fans. Bobby the Brain Heenan says Owen Hart is money. I'd rather trust Bobby than Jimmy, to be quite honest with you. Sergeant Slaughter says Papa Shongo is a natural talker. Okay. Drug test fees. Royal Rumble viewing figures, just under 1 million. The buy rate, 1.94, just under 1 million. And Royal Rumble importance has gone up to highly regarded event. That's great. Okay, so yeah, we are now into February. Let's have a look quickly at our financials. We made just over 3 million. I don't think we've got too much to worry about financially with this save. That's fantastic. Let's have a look. I just want to have a quick look at our roster, because now that we've had and I want to do in-ring only, actually. Let's just do, because I'm half expecting Sid Justice now to have jumped up to Major Star. No, he hasn't. All right, shame. Okay, we want to get him there. We do want to get him there, because he'll be main event in WrestleMania. I don't think there's anything else really to go through at the moment. That's the Royal Rumble done. Hope you've enjoyed it, everybody. I'll see you all again soon, and take care of each other. Goodbye.